his platform, no matter the crazy thing is, it doesn't matter how many people have gone to jail on this platform or whatever. It's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. Like people, they feel like, hey, we got to go to Vlad's platform, I guess, to have a voice to be heard. And then this is not like people that's just trying to come up either. These are people that's already certified stars or legends. So it's not like it's some up and coming young artist, new act coming up. These people are bona fide celebrities, stars, legends, people who've already paved their way in the game, and they go to his platform, they give him juice, and a lot of times he gets people to go up there and tell them, like, say the most incriminating things imaginable. Like, man, why don't you think about what you're gonna say before you go ahead on this man's platform? Cops are listening left and right. The feds are always on his platform, and nonetheless, these people are just spilling their guts, telling everything. But what caught the ire of everybody tonight? Shout out to everybody coming up in the space. What caught the ire the past day or so is the interaction that he had with the black female professor at Princeton. And the fact that he was sitting up here, he stuck his nose in something that didn't have anything to do with him. And then the first thing he sat up there saying, talking about he's going to go ahead and he's going to try to get this on public record and everything else like that. So the whole conversation just went sideways. It's like, and I think Vlad feels like, hey, because he does have a platform, he has all these hip hop stars and R&B stars and comedians and this and that or whatever. He feels like, hey, I should be able to say whatever I can. And truthfully, you can say whatever you want to, but somebody else can too as well. But the fact that, it's gone so public and it's such a nasty, nasty spill, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. What's up, Aunt Lai? What's up, Woke? What's up? I see we got Carlos, Two Ross. What's going on with everybody coming up in here, man? I am. You guys go ahead and share the spot. Same for my people on YouTube. What's up to all you guys on YouTube tonight? We're talking about DJ Vlad and the interaction that he had with the actual black professor at Princeton, and his threats, basically trying to get her to receive some kind of disciplinary action as well too. And we know when you start mixing this and mixing that in, you potentially be talking about somebody losing their job as well too. So that's a big thing. Like Vlad ain't just he's trying to do more than just make a point. That he's actually trying to get this woman, from the interaction and the mouthpiece that he's talking about, he's actually trying to get her fired. So it's gonna be, and it's also gonna be interesting to see like how a lot of these black celebrities that come on his platform, how they respond to this, and let's see how many future interviews that he's gonna have coming up this in the next week or two as well too. Are people gonna say, hey, you know what, Vlad, I didn't appreciate you, because it's straight up when you get on his platform, he'll ask you the most incriminating things. He'll ask you the most he digs all into your personal business and this and that or whatever. So it'd be interesting to see if you have an actual one of these celebrities say, you know what, Vlad, I didn't appreciate the way your interaction went down with that sister. But you felt the need to go up and you're talking about trying to basically get her in trouble or whatever with threats and whatnot. So shout out to everybody coming up in here. Professor, did you get a chance to see some of the threads, some of the actual comments from that interaction they had?
I did see some of it, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. What that professor said was very genuine to the heart, and I like what she said to him, that he needed to stay out of our spaces with his opinion, because this was about Black Americans, and this is something that we need to start doing with all of these people. I don't disagree with what that professor said. This is Black American business, man. Why is it that these people, these caucasoids, always want to speak on our business when it really does not concern them? So I see nothing wrong with what she said to him. She just told him that he did not need to speak on Black American issues. He's not Black American. He cannot relate to our concerns, our issues. I don't see anything wrong with what that professor said.
Real talk. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to touch up on that article real quick as well too, guys. So I want to see, definitely, like I said, I definitely want to get some opinions. And I definitely want to hear what some people got to say tonight. Hopefully we'll get a couple of sisters to come up here as well and, voice their opinion about the situation. I know if Jess Cakes gets a moment, you got the little one. If she gets a moment, she'll come up here and speak on it as well. And Aunt Lie, I'm sure if you get a chance as well, too. Like I say, we want to hear what you guys got to say tonight. I'm going to go ahead real quick and let me go ahead and go to the actual that article's up in the jumbotron. Let me make sure I got it up in the jumbotron. It's on the description on YouTube as well. Okay, it's the first on the right hand side on the in the jumbotron. It's also in the description on YouTube as well too, in case you guys want to check it out. It's a very short article. It says DJ Vlad receives backlash for threatening black professor job over Drake versus Kendrick Lamar comments. DJ Vlad is trending today for all the wrong reasons. Yesterday, the personality took to Twitter X to weigh in on Kendrick Lamar's new Drake diss, Not Like Us. He made a comment about the mix, suggesting it could use some improvement. Morgan Jerkins, an author, editor, professor at Princeton University, and niece of Rodney Darkchild Jerkins, then replied, urging him to stay out of the viral conversation. You are white, she wrote. This is a black folk affair. Vlad did not take kindly to the remark and quickly fired back. Wait, so a professor at Princeton is telling me that a white person shouldn't be allowed to voice their opinion about hip hop? Is that how you interact with your students? He then asked. What I'm saying is that you put your opinion in a discussion that's not needed. This conversation is and should center black people, not you, she responded. Unfortunately, things escalated from there. Don't try to change your words now. He then wrote, I will be reaching out to at Princeton about this on Monday. So there, he's already telling me on Monday, come Monday, I'm hollering at Princeton to let everybody know. They continue to go back and forth with Vlad later threatening to get the remark put on her permanent record, seemingly threatening her job. Countless social media users are now weighing in on the exchange, with many arguing that he went too far. Content creator at Colorful Story, who goes by at CFS Story on TikTok, shared her take on the debacle, which has since gone viral on X. Pay attention and watch whiteness work. As she wrote earlier today, DJ Vlad was told this is a black folk affair, and his immediate response was to try to get a black woman fired because this was a space for black people about black people, and him being told that this isn't for him means she needs to be fired. Comedian Kevin Fredericks, or Kev on Stage, also had a similar take. Vlad is whack for a myriad of reasons, he explained. But in this, you can tell he saw a black woman with a predominantly white university and tried to use his whiteness against her. Disgusting. So yeah, that's how people are feeling about it. Like he's talking about trying to get it on her permanent record. He's letting her know that he's gonna get ready to go ahead and call. He's gonna get ready. He's basically gonna give Princeton a call or whatever. So this is something that really could have been handled between two adults right here. And now he's going out of his way. And I saw there's so many responses, so many people sitting up here commenting one way or another. You have a significant amount of people, mainly black people, took offense to how this whole interaction went down. And you got some white folks saying, you know what, he was justified in his response to her. There was nothing wrong with what he did. So, like I said, I definitely want to get the folks' opinion on this situation right here. Generally, we don't touch up on we don't do Sunday spaces all that often. It's been a little while, but I wanted to go ahead and get it in tonight. So hopefully we can have a pretty good space and pretty good dialogue. And I want to hear, like I said, I definitely want to hear what the women got to say about this as well too. Aunt Lai, I see you up in here, so when you get a chance. And I mean, I just don't understand the love affair with Vlad. I know Vlad, he shells out dollars probably, and he may fly people out to come and do interviews and stuff like that. But I just don't understand how black people repeatedly go to his platform and sit up here and just spill their guts and tell everything, and knowing damn well he looks for the most incriminating things. He wants to know exactly what you did that was incriminating as well too, so he can go ahead and leak it back. The fool that was involved in the Tupac situation that kept going on his platform, and going on any other platform as well too, just kept running his damn mouth until his dumb self finally got himself locked up behind bars now. So Keefe D, I believe it was. Shout out, I see MF Kush up here. How you doing tonight, MF?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Black America. Ooh.
Hey, what's up now?
What's up? Hey, look, thank you for letting me speak. Look, I just feel first of all, Vlad has always been a clown. All he does is want to exploit black people for black issues. He's no better than the rest of these personalities. That's all he is. Like, you can't, nobody can name anything beneficial he's done for the black American community at all time. It's just a TV personality who's a white supremacist, he's white privilege, and thought people were just going to side with him. Nobody's siding with him. Like, look, even in the comments of that whole thread, you see the sisters. Go ahead and do that all you want to. My contract's up. So you do what you want to. Like, who cares? Like, in all reality, he should have been canceled along with Fresh and Fit. All these TV personalities or podcast, whatever you want to call them, all need to be canceled. They're not even practicing black economics at all. So who cares? Stop giving them attention. People give this man too much clout, too much attention. He's managed to make a lot of money even off the backs of us. And it's just old. It's just getting old. So I like thank you. Sorry.
All right. Thank you, MF Kush. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't see the love affair here. I don't see why black people always talking about empowerment and all this other kind of stuff right here. And instead of supporting there's plenty of other black platforms on YouTube that if you want to go ahead and you want to be seen and you want to do an interview or whatever, go ahead and go and holler at them or whatever. I mean, what's the love affair with Vlad? I don't understand this whatsoever. Aunt Live, what's going on with you tonight? How you doing?
Peace, Black Power, reparations, and I want to give a shout out to the ancestors and Kendrick for stirring this up. I want to give a shout out to Cat Williams for putting this out in the universe. I want to give a shout out to Monique, and I want to give a shout out to my baby daddy. Listen, when I tell you I am excited and my heart is warm with joy right now, I am so, like, I can't even put it into words how I feel about the fact that they going at this man. He catching all kinds of strays, and he deserves everything he is catching. And the fact that he's doing what he did and attempting to use his whiteness to cancel a black woman because he thought he could get away with it because she was a black woman. And the fact that people was like, hold on, wait a minute, this ain't got nothing to do. And this is what I want people to start saying. When people say black people support him, we don't. Other people support him. Black people don't have any power when in hip-hop. Hip-hop has been infiltrated. Hip-hop is no longer out. Well, I'm going to try to use that. It's not that it's not ours. It has been infiltrated. The Trojan horse has come in. So all these things are being blamed on black culture and black hip-hop, and that's not black hip-hop. So like somebody said, this is all black people fault for letting him in there. We didn't let him in there. Ain't none of us give him the key. These people literally are squatters. They came into our culture. They infiltrated our culture. And again, no taxation say this all the time. They have a 50-year plan. When hip-hop came out, when hip-hop was of us, when it was of black culture, when it was of freedmen, the government hated it. They had meetings in Washington, D.C. They was putting labels. They could not stand black rappers. Now you got them at the White House and having parties because it's not ours. That's why they still feel so free. Because I'm gonna let you know, anybody in this room can answer this question. When have you known the government to celebrate for the black folks the way they've been celebrating hip hop? They are so comfortable with celebrating because they believe they have successfully infiltrated it. So when we say black people, we're blaming us for what they're doing. And Malcolm X said it best when he said they'll get one of us just to say it was one of us. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This is white supremacy being in here and being called out. And people are confused at the fact that black people are standing up because we getting tired. Remember, we don't own no social media platform. A black person say something about positive black people on platforms, they get blocked. You can't tell me and it's like, black people, we would have blamed. You won't blame us. We didn't give Vlad the cameras. We didn't get him the YouTube. Black people on YouTube talk about the empowerment or the oppression or the things that they're going to. Their YouTube gets shut down. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This is white supremacy infiltrating the culture. And what happens is the enemy thought they successfully took over us. They thought they were successful at their task, and they wasn't. And they woke up and got a hell of an awakening. So what I want people to realize is this ain't us. This ain't black culture. Black people we don't own the TV. We don't own a radio station. We don't own and we don't own none of the streaming platforms. These people get out here now. You have some people who, the skin folks who are not all kin folks, who are selling their soul because let's be clear, Vlad pays the people for a stream. So he'll pay a DL Hughley and a Bootsy to come on there. But we all know, again, and the majority of black people who are speaking out, which is not as shocking to me because I know black people, this ain't us. They want to put this off on us to try to blame us for this being our culture. But truth be told, we know it ain't our culture. We know everybody in here, not one person in here will give Vlad an invitation to no cookout. Ain't nobody in here giving him no pass. None of us did that. They infiltrated our culture to make it seem like all this debauchery and all this BS was of hip-hop culture. Because what happened, this is what I love about Kendrick. Oh, my God, the ancestors are dancing. What he is doing in the songs and what he is saying is hip-hop. Because Drake is a fraud. He wasn't invited. He infiltrated the culture. That's why he could, for him to remain relevant, because understand that white supremacy know what they're doing. They have a task. This is the thing you have to do. So you got to get with the hottest and the greatest. That's why as soon as Sexy Red come out, okay, link up with her. This man is 40 years old, hanging out with a 20-year-old. And I'm going to tell you, all the rappers, and again, respecting the artist is different from actually hanging out, being there when this person get broke. That is somebody who wants to continue his way in our culture. That don't mean it's of us. He is going out of his way, going above and beyond, and Kendrick is slicing and dicing. And his first diss track, and what I said, it was so nasty because he didn't. The only person he said in there was about the women. The B word. He did that man dirty with a tongue, and Drake literally in his response with the band, I don't even know the name of it because it's so irrelevant. He literally tells him, "Shake that ass, shake that ass." No man in a diss track telling another man to shake. That's how you can tell that is not hip hop culture. He don't know what to do. He is so out of his element, and that's what he get for cosplaying for so long. Understanding what Kendrick is doing. Kendrick is an artist. Kendrick got bars for days. Kendrick literally dropped, then dropped again. He's saying his I'm going on vacation. Yeah, you better go on vacation because that's like you know how you go to college and you play around all year. And you playing, you got this girl doing this girl doing that. Now the professor called you up to take the test and you don't know what to do. And that's what happened to people who infiltrate our culture. Kendrick is hip hop. All that other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with Black American, we got to stop taking accountability for these people that's in our culture that's not of us. Because then we start blaming hip hop and it's psychological. Because now you have us talking about what we disdain or but it's not us. It's not hip-hop, so we have to be very, very careful. This is all white supremacy, all of this. And the fact that he thought he could do, that's what they do. If somebody asks the question, we're not supposed to say nothing about the culture. It's on a public website. Yeah, you're not supposed to say nothing. You don't see black people at the KKK rally telling them how to run their stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But the fact that they think they can even speak, and I've said this before several times, I don't even think white people should speak on anything black, period. Like, it's so, I don't like it. I don't care what it is about black. You can't speak on nothing black, even reporting the news black, just because it comes from a place you can hear the venom. Don't speak on it. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Y'all don't even understand it. The fact that y'all are so confused that this man came out with a hip, do you not understand what a diss is? Are you supposed to be nice in a diss? Are you supposed to be like no? And this man talking about he got 5'6" shoes. Boom, he called you a 69. He called you a 69 guy in an OVO. I just love it. And I just feel like the people who don't know what it is because they don't know hip hop. There are people who are saying, oh, I want something I can dance to. Boo-boo, you don't know hip hop. It's not the culture. You don't understand it. Because don't nobody want a diss track you can dance to now. If you give me that, cool. But a diss track is not supposed to be something that you sitting around kumbaya or you playing on the ring. It's a diss track. I am disrespecting you in the most professional way. He said, you are not a colleague, you are colonizing. That man, when I tell you I want to thank our Father God, I want to thank the ancestors right now, I'm about to burn some sage. He burnt some sage and it's infiltrating through. And that's why the lad thought he was so comfortable. Because he stole his way in here. He's not legitimate to the culture. So this cool and how black culture got so cool, no, all those subscribers he got, all these other people, and this is what happened. This is why I believe Dr. Dre and 50 Cent are infiltrators, because they let that one thing into our culture, and he start taking, he the best rapper ever. You can't even be the best. First of all, you're not black, so you can't even be a rapper. These people are good at karaoke, and I told y'all that. They are excellent karaoke artists, because they can say some words that's written on the paper don't make you a rapper.
Okay, real quick, I want to ask you this question. And Keith, if you want to speak, go ahead and raise your hand. I see you came up here. And anybody else that wants to speak tonight, guys, go ahead. Request to speak. Come on up here. Raise your hand, and we'll get you in here. Interesting question was posed by Vicious Cloud. He says, if these outsiders infiltrated hip-hop culture, why the black community supports the outsiders? So let me ask you this right here real quick. Like, compared, it's just like what the person said right there. I know you were saying that we don't support, but when we look at 90%, 99% of Vlad's actual speakers on there are black people. You know, now I know some people say, well, you know, not all of them are black American. Okay, maybe not all of them are black American, but the vast majority of them probably are black Americans. So why are, you know, so if we're saying that we're not supporting them, we are supporting them. DL Hughley, if Boosie, he stays on there, if Michael J. White goes on there, if these people constantly go on there, I've seen Lunel, I've seen a bunch of, you know, I've seen a bunch of people, a bunch of hip hop artists as well that go on to his actual platform. So you would have to say that we are actually supporting his platform. We're giving him content.
No. He is paying people to do a job, and they're doing a job. It's pay for play. It's payola. They did it in the radio. Remember, I pay you, you play my songs. It's not support because I'm paying you to do something. If he stopped paying them, they're going to stop going. He even tried to get protection from my song. He went to my song about some stuff because he would give my song money, and my song was like, nah, because he tried to go to him and tried to disrespect somebody and was like, oh, I'm going to get my song on you. Like, it's not support. He is literally paying people. He paying for clout. He like the nerdy guy. What's the with Nick Cannon paid that girl to be his girlfriend? That's not support. I don't know about you, but I don't call that support. These people are getting checks. We are trying to tell them, like I told DL and Bootsy, you got to pick a side. The line has been drawn in the sand. You have to pick a side, because the only reason why they're going on his platform is because he's paying them to go. And he know he can only pay a certain type of people. Support is what you have if you get somebody without money. Now, if you paying me to do something, boo, that's the job. I'm at work. As long as you paying me, I'm going to be there. So that's not support. It's people who are selling. Now, you can have the question about the people who let these people infiltrate, because you could think about everything as far as, and this is what white supremacy does. White supremacy is very good at seeing our culture, wanting to be like our culture, and trying to take over it. If you look at the history of how, you know, I love hip hop. I'm hip hop all day long. I live, breathe hip hop. I'm trying to figure out what title I'm going to give myself. But if you look at everything they do, white people only bought, look at all the black clothing brands, all the black record labels. They literally bought all of those black things in the 90s. FUBU, Sean John, Fat Farm, the record label, look at regular Bad Boy. They bought all of those things just so they could fuck them up. Excuse my French. But they bought them just so they could destroy them. Look what they did to BET. They bought them just so they could destroy them, because they wanted to get rid of our culture. When we had BET, I'm going to tell you, when BET was black, if something happened, BET would do a special on it within 2 hours. Anytime, because it was black. It didn't have no quote-unquote schedule. Yeah, they had issues with paying whatever, but it was black. Yeah, they had some, the midnight, watch it at midnight, you might get some something.
Lod, stay right there. Lod, let me come right back to you, because we got Keith's hand up, so I want to hear what Keith has got to say as well, too, and I'm going to come back to you. To Ross, I see you had a comment. You say rappers are not just black. You can't say only rappers are black. I didn't say only rappers are black. I said the vast majority of rappers he have on his platform are black. And the vast majority of those rappers on his platform are black music. You say rappers are not just black. You can't say only rappers are black. That's like saying only country music is white when black folks started country music. I'm not really following that, because I never said that only rappers was black. I said the rappers he have on his platform, the vast majority of them are black, and the vast majority of them are probably black Americans as well, too. So that is what it is.
I said that. I said you I said that you cannot be, if you are not black, if you're not, your ancestors were not slaves, you cannot be a rapper. We have guests, and those guests can be Jamaican or Haitian or West Indian or from the Caribbean. But if you are not black and you do not have any melanin, you cannot be a rapper. What you're doing is karaoke. We're gonna call it what it is. I said that. I stand on that 10 toes deep.
Oh, because I thought he was saying, because I was saying I didn't say that rappers were just that they. I thought because I thought we had a mix up there. I'm saying I didn't say that. I said that because you were talking about the support. I'm saying, well, yeah, he gets support because the vast majority of people on this platform are black, and a lot of them are rappers, and most of those rappers are black Americans. The comedians that come on there, most of them are black Americans. So the Shaka Khan. Some of you have a lot of icons and stuff that come on that are black Americans. So it is black Americans and black people that are really propping up his actual platform. So, anytime, I know you said they get paid, and Anthony Molden, I don't know how true this is, but Anthony Molden on YouTube said that they get paid well too. And that Anthony Molden said that they get paid $20,000 and up. I can't confirm that. I don't know. That's a lot of that.
She said he gets $500,000 a year for going over Vlad.
Hey, SDL, I see SDL is up here. Mute your mic, SDL, because you came in here babbling last time. This ain't the babble hour. You're not gonna come up here babbling. I wish I saw you coming up here. I'm letting you know you're not finna come up in here babbling like you did a couple spaces ago. We're not having no magpie mumbo jumbo. I'm telling you that. So stay on your mic. Don't come off your mic. I will get to you. Raise your hand. It's Sunday night. We're not going to hear a whole bunch of magpie mumbo jumbo up in here, okay? So we will get to you. Aunt La, I'm going to come back to you. Let me get to Keith, and then anybody else who wants to speak, go ahead, raise your hand. But I'm telling you, SDL, don't be coming off your mic like a couple nights ago, and don't with all that magpie stuff, interrupting people and stuff like that. Don't do it. Go ahead, Keith. How you doing tonight?
Hey, salute to the whole channel. Everybody here. Auntie, you say Aunt Lie, shout out to you. Look, we got to understand, I'm an older cat. We've been doing this, and this is a transition from what they wanted to be to what it is. We've been doing it. And she was abundantly correct when she said, hey, that's our stuff. So we're going to call that back. We've been doing it. I got a brother 7 years older than me and another brother 7 years older than him. They taught me what hip-hop was. So these guys, whatever they're trying to do right now, we need to stop it and say, hey, this is ours. We're going to stand on our square on that. We need to. Because, now they're saying, I've seen an article earlier today where they said, jazz is actually Celtic music. Where in the hell can you get Celtic music in jazz? That's unbelievable. And when they trying to stomp us out, they doing it. And I'm gonna mute myself because I want you to, respond to that. Nice broadcast, Newstoter. I'm listening. I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank you, Keith. Everything that Black I don't know what it is. Everything that Black Americans create, they have to go ahead and they have to share it with somebody. It's like you don't have enough brain power, enough intelligence. You have anything that you've accomplished in this world, you have to either share it with white folks, you have to share it with other minorities, Latinos, Asians, or other Black people. It's like you don't have anything now. Nothing in anybody's homeland has any trace of the actual music that Black Americans created. But it's always somehow that somebody else gave us a hand. SDLE, you're going to end up getting your behind kicked up out of here because I see you coming off your microphone. You're going to get your butt kicked right up out of here. I told you to raise your hand. I told you I'm not going to hear a bunch of that magpie stuff from the other night before, man. You're not going to be coming up in here.
that.
I know you're not going to do that, because if you do that, I'm going to kick you out and I'm going to block you too. So I know you're not going to do that. You're going to go ahead and you're going to listen. You're going to follow instructions like everybody else in this space. Raise their hand and wait to be selected to speak. And then we will go ahead and we will get you and we will allow you to speak. We won't interrupt you or anything else like that. You're going to do just like all the other speakers, okay? So, but getting back to what you're saying, Keith, I don't know what it is. Now, Celtic, you hear all kind of crazy crap. You hear people sitting up here talking about people in South America help create jazz and everything else like that. I've heard people talk about that the blues and jazz came from Haitians and stuff like just ridiculous stuff, just stuff that makes absolutely no sense. Whenever it's Black Americans created something, it's like, hey, we got to find a way to go ahead and take credit away from and like I said, you don't see any of these other art forms any place in the world until they're here in America, until they're in Black America, and then once they creep out of Black America, then you start seeing them being just going every place else. But before then, you see no traces whatsoever of it. So it's just, I don't know, it's just constantly an attack on the actual ingenuity of what Black people have been able to accomplish in this country, which I just take it with a grain of salt. I don't even listen to it anymore, because no matter what you do, you know, it's always going to be undermined. It's always going to say, hey, well, you guys didn't create this, you didn't do this or whatever. So let me get to SDLE, because I'm interested to hear what SDLE, because like I said, you wouldn't stay on your microphone. So I want to hear what you got to say tonight, SDLE. Whatever, but go ahead.
All right. I was going to say, everything what you said, I actually agree with, which I really don't agree with anything you say, but I agree with this. The reason I'm going to tell you this, listen to what the last brother was talking about, even though he was slow at it. We produce stuff. We produce things, and then we give it to other people. We allow other people to come in and take it. But the one thing we don't do, we don't take what other people do and make it our own. We allow everybody in this world to take what we see as culture. They will say we have no culture. And I know you heard this before. You have Africans, Dominicans, and everybody say that we have no culture. But yet, at the same time, they take in our culture while saying we have no culture. The problem that I have, and I'm going to shut this down real quick. The problem that I have is that we don't take into consideration that we should build our own everything. The reason why people can take from us, we don't own anything, we don't build our own everything. We don't come together, we don't say, hey, what we in the internet, we in the internet young world. Why do we still go through music labels? For them, we know who they are. And we know what they want from us, the destruction of our community. Go through them. And have to go through them to get our music out. We can do it together. That's what I just never grasped. I've even put music on Shopify from other artists and everything. I never grasped that Black Americans, being me, being you, need to have something to do with everyone else in order for us to progress. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to mute my mic.
All right. Thank you, SDLE. What's up, DJ? I see you up in the space. What's going on with you tonight? Vlad, go ahead. You got it. Anybody else who wants to speak to, shout out. I see Trouble down there. I see No Taxation, Shannon, Just Cakes. When you get a chance, Rera, I see you guys up here. So any of you guys want to come on up here, feel free to come on up here and speak. We would love to hear what you guys got to say tonight. Definitely would love to hear what you got to say. But Unlike, go ahead and we were talking about Unlike. I know we were talking about the money situation as well too. Like I said, you had somebody, Anthony, on YouTube said something about $20,000 and up were paid to people to actually go on the actual on the actual platform that DJ Vlad has. I don't know, I can't confirm that. This is just what somebody, Anthony, saying on YouTube. We do know, we have heard that he pays people to come there. Exactly what's the dollar amount? I can't totally say whatever, but and we understand that people, can want to get paid and things of that nature as well too. So, I get what you're saying. You're saying that they're not supporting the platform because they're getting paid. But all I'm saying is that, yeah, they're getting paid. but they are still coming to the actual platform, and they still are, the content is still based off of Black people. People when they check in with Vlad, for the most part, yeah, Vlad will have other people on there. They have some Latinos and have some white people on there, but the bulk of the people that people really come to listen to and see or whatever are Black people. And Vlad has made a career off of being a DJ and getting all into the hip hop sphere and everything else, off of the actual Black American culture as well too. But go ahead, Aunt Lai.
Okay. The thing is that Boosie said that he gets $500,000 a year for going on the last platform. So he gets paid. He's a
Now Boosie said he gets paid $500,000 a year.
Yes, he said it on the Breakfast Club interview, because I was like, that's why he go. He said, oh, yeah, at least $500,000, at least $500,000. Yeah, he gets $500,000 for going. I don't know if he was saying it was every episode or he gets $500,000. He said $500,000 a year.
That's a lot of money. And Boosie, we know Boosie kind of sometimes can lay it on a little thick too. Now that's a lot of money, but go ahead.
But that's why he go.
I actually know the truth about that.
Well, we'll get to you, SDLE. So go ahead and mute your mic. Go ahead and mute your mic.
All right.
And what he said was, and what supporting is, it's like when you don't have any friends and you pay people to hang out with you. So I don't see that as support. Because he's a vulture, he knows or he assumes or he thinks what our culture wants to hear. That's how he picked his guests. And that's what we have to take in mind. It's psychological. He's thinking, let's give people a platform because these people are going to give me money. And these people are going to, because the culture like these people. He know how people feel about Boosie. So he know he got to pay Boosie heavy because Boosie should have his own. And what somebody said in there about us getting our own, this is bigger than Nino Brown. Black people, they always say we're Black people and they get the money aspect. Black people can't get no loans from no banks. You got Taraji P. Henson out here fighting. She don't even get $500,000 for a movie. And Vlad giving Boosie $500,000 for these interviews. So what we have to stand about Black culture is they insinuate themselves in our stuff. When it's time for us, for example, if you look at Run DMC, when they was coming, they had Russell Simmons. Who was his partner? Then the dude, Cohen, the guy who was on the Breakfast Club, talking about, well, he got to get paid, he got to get money. These are the people with the money. That's why they don't want to give us reparation, because that's where the money comes from. So the people with the money who want to be down with our culture, this dude who wants to be a boxer is the fault of Floyd Mayweather. You think he fought Floyd Mayweather for free? You think he didn't pay Floyd, the best boxer? They know what they have to do to get in our culture. But what we're not understanding is our soul shouldn't be for sale, and there should be no price on you even entertain. The fact that Floyd, it was so disrespectful. This person, that little YouTuber, is not even qualified to have a conversation with Floyd about boxing. But the fact that Floyd took the money to spar with him, gave him this quote-unquote color, and that's what they do. They have been doing nothing new. Even the little Dicky dude did a song with Chris Brown. These people who are not entertainers don't have the mitigated gall to tie any of our shoes or any of our Black people's shoes, but they know that in order for them to be introduced to our culture, for them to be accepted by our culture, they got to come in. Whether we talking about that Miley Cyrus chick or Hannah Montana, when they see them being with a Black person, then they get their credibility. Now they're trending. Now they're hip because they got, like Kendrick's, I'm going to give a shout out to them. Like Kendrick said, you went to this person and got this, you went to that. That's what they do. So it's not like what they're doing. And the thing is, we don't have any platforms. So we can't, that's why if you listen to the radio, you hear all Drake songs is playing. We don't own a radio. We don't own a TV. So we got to stop saying it's us and it's hip hop when Drake Jewish. Jewish people own all of this other stuff. They are putting him out there and streaming it and doing all that stuff to make their artists and telling the Black people, because the Black artists are not getting paid the way that they should be getting paid.
Now, real quick, the Jewish community don't look at Drake as being a Jewish person either. Now, let's be honest. Let me tell you like this.
That's how they stick together. They don't play like they don't. Trust him, he came out of his mama. And who is his mama? Who, God forbid, something happened to him, who is his emergency contact? And if you thinking she not giving money to the rabbi and paying her tithes, that's what they call them, then no. You see his little pedophile castle or palace? They know what they're doing.
Hey, SDL, mute your mic. SDL, mute your mic.
5 minutes, I'm done. 5 minutes, I'm done.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Mute your mic.
This dude was on a short
This, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Hey, next time this.
No, he's really special. Like, he really is. Like, he one of them ADD kids. He can't help it. Like, when he trying his hardest because he know you want to kick him out. And he want the attention. He don't want to be kicked out. But trust and believe, baby, his man's is in the closet like, yo, we need you for something. But he can't help it. When he get off his mouth, it hurts him. It really hurts him. I promise you it do. I feel bad because I see it in him. He over there sweat. 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
I was talking to my wife.
Somebody else talking, he be like, man, you're taking too long. He got ADHD. He over there. He's sitting on his
I was talking to my wife.
No, he get mad. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry.
He said he was talking to his wife, but mute your mic. If you keep your mic muted, we won't hear you talking to your wife. Okay, so go ahead. Let me go ahead and get the trouble. Let me get the trouble, and then I'll get to you. SDL, raise your hand if you want to speak, and I'll get to you. Trouble, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Newstoter. Shout out to everybody in the room. I'm going to try to be quick because I'm sneaking online right now.
You in trouble, SDL, now?
No, he ain't in trouble. I ain't got no words for the brother. I'm speaking online right now. So, I don't know. I'm just getting it up in here real good, so I don't know if it's already said, but I'm kind of glad Kendrick has kind of set a firestorm right now. I'm hoping other artists start paying attention to the vultures, such as Vlad. For far too long, Black Americans have been everybody's economical base. Alexa, snooze 15 minutes.
Okay, snoozing for 15 minutes.
So, I'm timing myself for my work. Sorry, y'all. So, we've been everybody's economical base, and it's time for it to come to a stop. You know, everybody is making money off of us. Vlad is one of the many of people in other nations who cling to the Black American community and everything that we possess, our energy, our spirit, our soul, our everything, in order to profit off of it. Vlad, it's not just Vlad, it's the Fresh and Fit guys, it's DJ Academics, it's the little Cy Seneca, Minnick dude, whatever his name is. It's all of these other rags that are online, like Source magazines, and I don't even know their names because I don't follow the majority of them enough to really call their names, but you know the ones that I'm talking about. They're like, you know, online, like hip hop, and all that they do is report about the degeneracy within the community, and they constantly are promoting that. All of them are doing it. They're not promoting anything positive. It's indicative of the music industry as a whole, as far as who is running the music industry, because they're only promoting the degeneracy. And so that's why I guess a lot of times these other nations don't realize why the majority of us, at least online, stay pissed off with all of them, because this is what you all have engaged in doing, is you say, oh, you want to be our allies, but you do not want to be our allies when you all come here and you make money off the worst of us. You wouldn't want us to come to your nations and make money off the worst of you all. You know, so that's not unity. That's not uplifting for Black folks. And that's why we want to delineate. That's why we don't want this blackness. That's why it is a must that we start getting smarter. And I'm not even going to say we, because us, the non-entertainers, it's not us, it's them. Our entertainers who are thoroughbreds got to get a little bit more smart. Okay, Lucy, you making a good amount of money. I don't know if what you say you making is actually the truth, but just because we got to get to, some of you all have to get to a place where you stop putting the money, the bag, over your integrity, your honor, your pride, you know, your people, you know. But again, that's because we have a lot of individual people thinking people out here, and they're not collectivists. They're not thinking about the collective of us and how we look as a whole. They're thinking about their individual bank accounts. And to a degree, I can say that I get it, because when you're starving, you got to feed you, and you're looking at the little man, little girl next to you. You got to feed them, and in your mind, you got to do what you got to do to get them fed. But at some point in time, when are you going to switch that up? So I'm just glad that, Kendrick woke it all up. DJ Vlad, I'm glad that he came out the box and did what he did, because it's awakened a whole lot of other people who wasn't, that just kept passing him over, or just kept thinking, it is what it is. It's hip hop. Everybody can do it. And he called that sister out, and he's trying to get her fired because he didn't like what she stated, which was what Kendrick said. You all are not us. You're not us. Drake is not us. Vlad, you're not us. A lot of these up-and-coming rappers that's on the air and today, you're not us. You're just leeching off of the culture. And so you're being allowed to leech off the culture, and we've had enough of it. So I just wanted to say that. But yeah, much love to the space. I hope you all have a good night. And I'll land my plane on top of XDD's house.
All right, Trouble. Shout out to my girl Trouble as always. Let me go ahead and get to SDLE. Come on, SDL. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to touch back what she said. There are three things I can't even run over them as much as I know. When it comes to Vlad, who made him famous? Was it not black people? He's a Ukrainian, but wasn't not black people who made him famous?
No.
So who made him famous?
Vlad made himself famous.
He's not famous.
So you can get famous without people watching you.
I mean,
that's what I'm asking.
Go ahead.
Asking three questions.
Black people, in my opinion, in my opinion, black people played a major part in him getting famous, because the people that he had, the biggest stars he has on this platform, are black people.
But why did she want to say that?
I don't know.
Okay. She didn't want to say that.
No, it ain't true. So why?
Okay, but go ahead, because she's gonna have a difference of opinion. So go. We're trying to see exactly where you're getting to, but go ahead.
If you have 90% black people on your ear for your interviews, and that is what you get all your views from, you cannot sit here and say that, black people didn't make them famous. That means that she's delusional. So we're going to talk.
Okay, hold on. One person at a time. Let him speak. Go ahead.
If we're going to talk to delusional women, as she says that it wasn't us who made it famous, how can we move forward? So I could go through the next 2 points, but I want to get to her point that she said it wasn't us who made them famous, but it was. But she can't even accept that. And this is the second point, that a lot of people, and black women, like it or not, make rappers famous. You see the rappers who are in our hood, who rap about guns, this, that, and the other, and killing people, sexual assault, and all that. Who are they mainly supported by? It's not black men.
White people.
No. So you see? Now you see what I'm saying, right? Now it's white people. It's white people who do this, but it's not us. We don't buy into this.
No, they're main support. He's their main support.
No. The last time I checked.
Real quick, everybody, let him speak, so we can go ahead and move this around.
The last time I checked, you would be the same one who said black people make anybody hot. Anybody who want to be hot, we make them hot. Anyone who want to be not, we make them hot. But at the same time, when I said what I said, you said, oh, no, we have nothing to do with that. How can it be two ways? You're saying daughters who Sexy Red went up to a school, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Oh man, gotta block this. Sexy Red went up to a school and wanted to dance, do this and the other. It was black women who were fighting for her to be there. The same people who are talking about everything in our community that's bad, it's mainly the black women.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I just muted the mic. Okay, because what we're doing right here is now we're talking about Vlad, and everything that Vlad has done is somehow it's the black women's fault. It's the black women's fault for this. It's the black women's fault for that. It's the black women's fault for this, for that, for that, for that. So basically, Vlad, he gets a pass, and black women, because last I looked, the title, black women are not even in the damn title. So everything is black women this, black women that, black women this, black women that. When Vlad is the one that sat up here and trying to get a black woman, a professor, fired from Princeton. Now we're sitting up here, we're talking about Sexy Red, and then we talk about the male rappers and their degenerate lyrics and how black women appease that and this and that or whatever. So everything is black women, black women, black women, black women. And yet Vlad, DJ Vlad, is getting a free pass on all of this. So I'm the one that just hit the mute on this right here. Everything now is about black women this, black women that. And it doesn't have anything to do with this dude right here. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual title. It's all black women. So now what we're trying to do is go ahead and take the heat off of Vlad and make this a black woman bashing space is what we're trying to do here. So I'm going to unmute the mic, and I'm going to go and tell you straight up, SDL, it's not going to happen. You can go ahead and you can speak now. If this topic was about black women, okay. If you had some criticism that was fair black women, you wanted to discuss them, no problem, fine or whatever. But what we totally did right here, we didn't move the goalposts. We just tore them down. We tore them down because we didn't want to say anything about Vlad. It looks to me and it seems to me that we don't want to say anything that we're somehow. I think that you think that you don't like the chastising of Vlad in this space. So you say, you know what, we're not going to chastise Vlad. What we're going to do, we're going to chastise these black women up here. So that's kind of what it seems like to me. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute the mic. I'm going to give you, it's 8:55. I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead and get to your point, because all you're doing is asking question after question after question. You're not asking question after question. I mean, you ask a question followed up by another question. So I want you to get to your point and let me at least know exactly where this line of questioning is going to and exactly what you're trying to get to. I told you, I don't want to hear the mumbo jumbo tonight.
Okay, as I was saying, with DJ Vlad, we actually had somebody in Philly, South Philly, who was doing the same thing as DJ Vlad. He was doing the same thing, but he was murdered. I don't know if you even know the story of this. Maybe you can, maybe you don't. But you can look it up after I talk to you about this. There was a black man, a brother of ours, 21 years old, was doing the same interviews at DJ Vlad. But we went to DJ Vlad. Why are black people going to DJ Vlad in the first place? That's what I don't understand. He's not us. He doesn't respect us. He doesn't acknowledge us. He doesn't want to be a part of us. He just want to make money. But we had a black man who is doing the same exact work in South Philly. Why don't you talk about that?
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? I mean, honestly, do anybody even know the dude you're talking about in South Philly?
I got you.
What are you talking about? Well, hold on, but what is this dude talking about?
No, he talking about while Wayne's supporting the next black DJ that's doing the exact same thing for Vlad doing. So, okay, what's this DJ name for Philly? What's his name? He was murdered back in 2022 in August.
So what are you talking about then?
Well, I'm talking about the fact that he was murdered for doing.
Well, we can't talk about some brothers that might be living that might be doing the same work.
So you telling me that there's nobody else doing the same thing he's doing right now, even after that man was murdered? You're telling me there's nobody else in the black community that want to come up that we don't talk about, that we can big up and we can make his name big and give back to the community as he's from our community? You telling me there's nobody? I think you're missing the point, brother. I can easily answer that, but I see the hands up all the way my time.
No, go ahead, DJ. Go ahead real quick and answer this, what this dude's talking about.
It's as simple as this. don't support black people in that light. You yourself know about 10 hot rappers that's from your hood, but do you share their stuff online? Do you like their mixtapes online? Do you tell other people, hey, yo, my man got a new fire song. This crack is better than anything D-Block ever dropped. Oh, word? Let me check it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that anymore. So when the last time you picked your man up, or your little nephew that's trying to do his rap is dead, or your little niece, she might be trying to do a two-step, come up with a two-step, she go on TikTok, it blow up over there, but guess what? She can't monetize it because the white folks steal it. You feel what I'm saying? And then when she asks, hey, what's going on with my money? That's our stuff.
I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
So when you ask me a question, hold on, bro. Because I ain't gonna never give you the straight answer. It's always scientific over here because I actually do this for a living. You know what I mean? I'm an audio engineer by trade, and I got 30 years DJ, straight up. You know what I mean? I've been in every club out here in Jersey except for the real rap. You know what I'm saying? Or East Coast rap. You know what I mean? So the reason why folks ain't gonna go to Vlad is because our black celebrities don't want to go to the underground artists. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no money either. You feel what I'm saying? They just not going to lend a hand anymore. And these are our black people doing this. So why won't the same little Brucey come up to 8 Squad Rebel Radio or go to the liquor store and do an interview with the homies over here on Twitter or Third Eye Radio? Because they don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the example or the reason when I say
I have an answer to that. I have an answer to that. Can I say it? I have an answer to that.
All right.
Just say like, pick any name out the book. Pick any name out the book you want. You say, hey, this is Joshua. Joshua, we're going to hit him up for interviews. We're going to make Joshua hot as a black community. We're going to do from Philly, where I'm at. We're going to do from Texas. We're going to do for everything. We're going to hit him up, and that's where you go. Just like Shannon Sharp, whatever. Nobody gets on this type of hype without us putting them on. That's what I'm trying to say, that you can choose anybody, but you keep letting the machine.
Okay, people who are against us put them on. You said put someone on. So that requires an exchange of financial transaction. When you put someone on, this money coming behind that.
I know. How about I say this? No. I get what you're saying. So hold on, bro.
Hey, bro, you talk too much. Be quiet and listen. God damn.
This is a problem. Black State all night, ripping this to 9 in the morning. So you could go back and check the Black State radio space on the same arguments. So at the end of the day, we don't support each other in that type of light. We'll rather get, if we can't get it for free, we're not supporting it. That's just how black people are.
But it doesn't have to be for free.
You still not understanding what I'm saying. When you say put someone on, that is an exchange of money coming towards the end result. So
why can't 10 people come together and say, hey, we're going to put this people on and we're going to face this company or put this people.
You just want to talk, bro.
This man just wants to talk. I'm moving on. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. He just wants to talk.
Just mute your mic for a second, because I don't like telling people to shut up. So when you say put someone on, that comes with an exchange of money, bro. So who in the black community that is running a radio station? Matter of fact, I got a radio station for you, and they in Philly, as a matter of fact, I believe. Shout out to Real Black, REEL Black, Real Black. Shout out to that big brother. He's been putting in work for a very long time. Why isn't he nationally syndicated?
98.5, I know it.
Yeah. So shout out to him, because same thing Byron Allen has been trying to wake up for the last couple of years. They don't want us having inclusion. So what you should do, right, is go research Byron Allen versus Comcast case, and you'll get your
answer. Got it. That was 2021. I got it. I already know all about it.
So the two side of the coin, side A, we don't really support each other, but really the answer would be they don't want us having anything. They don't want us having inclusion. Then the other side would be we don't really support each other in that light, because we already got our own personal crab in the bucket, and it's not no space to go on our own people. But when you talk about this industry, y'all just saw what happened, or seeing what's happening with Diddy
Drake getting exposed. I thought you had the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake thing up in there, but it is what it is. But you see all this stuff coming to light. It's called the Diddy Bop effect, y'all. The Diddy Bop effect. Look that up. Hashtag the Diddy Bop effect. Also look up hashtag the public professor. Hashtag the public professor. People that are, or what y'all would consider a real artist or a conscious artist like Kendrick have been trying to wake this up for years. Nobody listened to him. Nobody listened to him. You know what I'm saying? I know you can thumbs down Allah, but you already know what it is. Nobody cared to listen to him because they sounded like the drunk Mac on the block. Oh, Diddy
you say
that. Okay, bro, you don't need to talk. I got the mic. It's my time. Diddy ain't doing this. Oh, Drake ain't doing that. Oh, that's not true. Hey, yo, did you not see him with this little 17-year-old girl on stage? And when he asked her age, she said, I'm 17. He turned around and said, like, Dad, you thick. Huh? Oh, no, whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Vlad, you come up here. Bro, you don't have to ad-lib me either, man. Not on this song session, bro. The studio time is 100 an hour if you need it. 100 an hour. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So Vlad is actually put himself on. You know what I mean? Vlad is a very well-known underground mixtape DJ. You know what I mean? And he got some fire mixtapes. I ain't gonna stunt. You know what I'm saying? From way back in the day. You know what I mean? So Vlad, when you say who's giving him the battery in his back to get this money and put these artists on, well, he put himself on. You know what I'm saying? If you made a Hove, make another Hove. But the problem is when a Hove is made, we don't look at each other like that, like I need to support you. This is why, hey, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Y'all want to talk this hip-hop, I'm your man. But I'm not going to hold the mic. But Vlad pretty much came up on his own, and he just so happened to come up at the right time with social media. Stop, bro. Be quiet.
Yeah, I listen. I'm dropping this dude too. No, I'm dropping him because we moving on.
We're moving on. So Vlad just happened to come up at the right time when technology was coming into play. You know, the iPhone came out, YouTube was a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Facebook was kind of taking off. He's been in the game for a minute. It's just that we're not thinking about the same thing. The only thing black people think about is the creation of it. So in reality, we should be asking is, where are our Sylvia Robinsons at of the game? And the Andre Harrells and the Diddy's, you got to say, that ain't going to, no homo, screw us over. You feel what I'm saying? Because Diddy was no artist when he was with Uptown Records. But if not for Diddy, you wouldn't have had no Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. You wouldn't have had that stuff. So it's like the answer is, or the narrative question you should be asking yourself, when Diddy was with Andre Harrell and them at Uptown, he was just an A&R rep. You feel what I'm saying? So who taught him how to, pretty much F over the artist? You know what I'm saying? Biggie, Black Rob, Mace, G-Dep, Sean, you can all add it all up, yep. You add it all up. So this the Diddy Bop effect. At the end of the day, if we don't come up and control our own, because you got a point there, SDL, we need to control our own stuff. But guess what? It's always what I call the banana effect. Got another one for you. What's the banana effect, DJ? That's the scene from Belly when DMX and Nas rolling through. Oh, what's that? Ohio they went through, and old boy came out. We about to drop it down on these knacks. You know what I'm saying? Banana. So if Banana was smart, hey, look, dog, y'all New York cats, y'all not from here, but we understand why you here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to give me 10%, and I'm going to keep the boys and the homies off your back. You feel what I'm saying? But instead, we don't have that type of love for each other. You know what I'm saying? In the sense, to see, you know what I mean? Hey, look, I see the talent in you. I'm going to put you on. You feel what I'm saying? Last night, I was saying this. I don't have to say anything what it is I'm saying here to y'all right now, because my knowledge is my knowledge. I don't have to say anything. And I don't expect anyone to take what I'm saying at face value. All y'all got to do, I'm going to tell you what to do. If you really care about this music and you care about the culture and all this other stuff.
And real quick, DJ, let's go ahead so we can get it to the speaker.
Yeah, I got you. And the thing was supposed to land. But here's what you do. Go start a business. You know what I'm saying? Get a tax ID. Go get a distribution for about $100 a year off one of these distribution sites like a CD Baby or DistroKid or whatever, and start signing people from your neighborhood, and make sure you split the bread with them. This is really simple stuff, yo, that we could be doing. And when I say this, because I've been saying it for a while, nobody do the work, let alone listen. So when SDL kind of got a point to his extent.
Yeah, SDLE is rambling to an extent too as well too.
Yeah, I understand that. Hey, when we gonna start doing some of this work, and that's everyone in here. Hey, when you come into Newstoter, hit the like, share it, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. Y'all, some of y'all don't even do that, and y'all be in here every day. You don't even bother to come in the chat or hit the like, none of that. Don't y'all know that pushes the algorithm up for the platform? Come on, family. So let's really wake it up. But go ahead, though. I ain't trying to hog the mic.
Yeah, let me get to no taxation, and I'm gonna get to Ray. I'll get back to you on like Brooklyn. I see you up here. If you want to speak, Brooklyn, and counter racism, go ahead and raise your hand, guys. We'll get to you. Kind of what SDL coming up here rambling and stuff. We kind of lost a little bit of the room, but let's try to get it back. Let me get to no taxation. I'm gonna get to Ray, and then I'm gonna get to Aunt Lai. Like I say, Brooklyn, counter. You guys want to speak? Raise your hand. We'll go ahead and we'll get. I see counters going down, but Brooklyn, if you want to speak, go ahead and raise your hand. And shout out to you, no taxation for the contribution on Cash App. You got it. What's going on, no taxation?
Hey, how you doing today? You DJ Professor Black Almighty.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up now?
Happy 12th anniversary, happy 12th anniversary to Sister No Taxation, everybody. Make sure you shout that out to them.
It's our anniversary. Yep, 12th anniversary. Well, we got a big buddy out there. 12th anniversary being on this Bird app, and I've been saying the same things for 12 years. White supremacy plans well in advance. How about that? And if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, you will be confused about everything in your life. All of it. Including why is DJ Vlad popping off in black culture? Because black American culture is actually American culture. Let me say that again. Our culture, black folks, BANF, Negroes, freedmen, we are American culture. Everything exists in this country around us. Believe it or not. You can take it for a fact, or you can take it for fiction. But if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, everything that happens to you in your life will confuse you. Why did DJ Vlad pop off in our culture? Because he's a Jew. How long do we have to tell y'all who makes their money off the backs of black folks? DJ Vlad came in the game with money. He's a Jew.
Hey, no taxation. Remember, we streaming this thing, so we do got the hats and stuff listening as well. But go ahead.
Okay, so if y'all want to come after me, small hats, it's me and nobody else in the space. I said it, come look for me because I ain't scared. My name is No Taxation, Life and More Life, otherwise known as G. That's my government name. Come see me because I ain't scared. How about that? See, this is what it is. And that is a part of racism and white supremacy. And we've got to get that. If we don't get the fact that DJ Vlad is a part of racism and white supremacy, then we don't understand what the game is about. He got money. It ain't, you think DJ Vlad came in the game and started interviewing us and all of a sudden he popped off and that's how he made his millions? No. He came in the game with money. He's not like us. Now, Kendrick Lamar done told y'all about these folks. He been telling y'all about these folks. We've been talking about this for such a long time. Anybody who calls themselves Black American, if you don't get what the game is now, I hate it for you. Too bad and so sad. And we don't have time to bring y'all along. We really don't. Because we're at a crucial point in this game. And you all are doing a fabulous job of letting these people know in 2024 what the game is really all about. Y'all are doing the damn thing. Oh, excuse me. That's why I had hit the cuss jar news because I knew it was going to slip out. I had been drinking a little bit of tequila today. But anyway.
I've been drinking.
That's a whole other story. But understand what it is. It's part of the game. And why would DJ Vlad not say something about one of the hottest MCs, y'all call them, rappers, hip-hop artists, whatever you want to say about Kendrick Lamar? Why would he not weigh in? That's his opportunity to get some shine. But what had happened was he ran up on a professor, one of ours, in Princeton, that got him straight on social media. Now he mad. He don't want her to have her job no more. He think he gonna cancel her. I say let's cancel him. See, I'm not no Vlad fan. I'm not. And he did make his money on the backs of black, not just black culture. Hear me and hear me well. Black men. That's how he made his money. He made himself famous off the backs of black men, not women, men. So who needs to shun him? Who needs to turn their back on him? Black men. That's who has to do it. But it can't be nobody in this room because we don't have the weight. We don't have the influence. I see Kendrick Lamar ain't going over there and getting interviewed. I see Ice Cube ain't going over there and getting interviewed. You understand what I'm saying? Follow the money trail and you'll see where it leads you. And if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, and thank you, Trevor, for the STD. If you don't understand racism and white supremacy, she know what I'm talking about. She understand what I'm talking about. She know what she said. Y'all go back and listen to her and hear her well. If you don't understand racism and white supremacy, let me say it again. Everything in your life is going to confuse you because you all are in the throes of a paradigm shift. You are in the throes of the paradigm shift. And if you don't catch up this year, if you live to be another 50 years, it'll come around back to you again because every time a generation grows up, they come at you again. Believe it. And what we got to do now, family, and I'm using that word exclusively because you know who you are, family. What we have to do now is watch out for these people, these outliers that'll try to bring Kendrick down. See? Because that's where we at now. He told the truth about what the boy name is, Drake. See, I ain't never been no Drake fan. I don't even know Drake music. And I was here before hip-hop was here. So, see, that's part of me. Hip-hop is a part of me. And I will tell you this. Drake was a Hollywood star sitting in a wheelchair. Remember? He had that little show. He was on that little show where he was a teenager sitting in a wheelchair and all that. That's where he come from. He don't come from us. He don't know nothing about us. He don't run in L.A. He don't know nothing about L.A. Hollywood and L.A. is two different things. So he can talk that talking and all that smack he talking, but baby, he can't do it. He needs security. He needs security when he walk the streets out there. Kendrick don't. See? And that's the difference. Because he understands racism and white supremacy. And Drake is a part of that. DJ Vlad is a part of that. Understand who these people are that have been living on the backs of black men and black pain and black culture, which is American culture. American. If DJ Vlad want to stay in this country, we need to be telling him, go to Israel. That's your country now. Netanyahu is killing everybody over there. You ought to be happy, DJ Vlad. Go home. Go to your country. You got a place to go. Stop staying around us. You got enough money now. See, we got to pull the root. And DJ Vlad is part of the root. You got to understand that because he's part of racism and white supremacy. That's why he's coming out against a black American Princeton professor to try to get her fired because he thinks he can do that because white folks told him he can. And I'm going to leave it there.
All right. Thank you. No taxation. Appreciate you. Let me go ahead and get to Ray. Anybody else that wants to speak? I see Brooklyn. If you want to speak, go ahead. Get it up. Get your hand in. We'll go ahead. We're not going to be long tonight, guys. It is Sunday night, so I know you guys want to enjoy time with your family. I want to share something with you guys real quick because our sister Tata, she has a T-shirt. She has a website going on, and they got the Juneteenth T-shirts as well too. Let me put that up in the jumbotron as well too, guys. Y'all go ahead and snatch one of these T-shirts up. It should be popping up in the actual jumbotron in a second as well too. So while we wait for that to appear, Ray, go ahead and get it in. You got it. What's going on with you tonight, Ray?
What's going on there? But I'm gonna be real quick. Just take a minute of y'all time. So Johnny Blaze actually went on Instagram Live, I believe it was. And she's alleging that DJ Vlad, she has text messages of DJ Vlad text messaging a 15-year-old girl. So and she says she has the proof, just in case, he wants to say he has done that. And the question was posed in here that if we're not going to listen to DJ Vlad, who are we going to listen to? Who else is doing these interviews? There, and I've said this before in this space, I'm going to repeat it again. There's a brother that goes by the name of The Art of Dialogue. I listen to him quite frequently on YouTube. I believe he has, as of right now, he has 598,000 subscribers. I think he does really great interviews, so we don't have to go to Vlad unless, obviously you just want to, but there's other sources we can go out here that are giving us, everything from culture to trending topics, et cetera, et cetera. Please go support the brother. He does great work.
Thank you. Yeah. Art of Dialogue. He does a lot of rap interviews. Mainly, he does a lot. I know about Tupac as well too, and some with Biggie and other artists as well too. But he's really picked up a lot of steam in the past couple of years. Up in the jumbotron, guys, the T-shirt is up there now on the left hand side. You can go ahead and it's a whole store. It's called Visions Event Supply, a store, Visions Event Supply .store. So definitely go ahead and visit that. It's Tata's business. Go ahead and support the sister, and go ahead and get one of those Juneteenth T-shirts as well, too, guys. So go ahead and definitely hop up in that. I'm going to get to you, Aunt Live. Let me go ahead and get to Brooklyn Israelites. Before I get to Brooklyn, let me go ahead and say, guys, up in the jumbotron, we got the Newstoter membership. We're looking to get some members. What month are we in? May. I think we got one sign up so far in May, guys. So let's see if we can get a few sign ups to go ahead, become a paying member. You can contribute to Newstoter monthly for as little as $1.75 a month. You can support a Black-owned business. We're talking about Vlad right now and platforms. And why are we going there? Well, you can support a Black-owned platform itself in newstoter.com. So go ahead. It takes less than a minute to create a profile, and just that way, boom, you can support for as little as $1.75 a month. But if you can't do that, then you can support us on Cash App, $Newstoter, $Newstoter. Newstoter is the largest Black-owned, Black American news media curation platform today in America. Make sure you guys visit newstoter.com to stay up to date on breaking Black news. If you don't have Cash App, we have the Venmo and PayPal up in the jumbotron. Same for my people on YouTube. We have the newstoter.com customer link right on the screen. Click that. Go ahead, create a profile for as little as $1.75 a month. You can contribute and support the actual platform. And if you don't, you can support us on Cash App. If you don't have a Cash App, we do have the Venmo and PayPal up in the description. I'm going to get to you on live, but let me get to one of our new speakers. Let me get to Brooklyn Israelites. What's going on with you, Brooklyn?
Hey, shalom, man. Peace to the space. It's the Brooklyn Israelites from the ISUPK. I'm just fascinated by this whole situation. This was a long time coming, right? People have been saying this about Vlad for a long time. People have been calling him a culture vulture, which he is, for a long time. But we've allowed him to get this comfortable in our space, and we do this a lot. And it's not, like some other brothers have said, it's about we should have chosen a brother who does this. But it's not about choosing somebody else instead of him. It's about ever allowing him to come into our community and do these types of things and have this type of role. occupy this type of space, we shouldn't let any of these devils in. We shouldn't let any white people into our culture, into our spaces, and allow them to have any type of prominent position. And when we go out and try to teach our ancient culture as Israelites, one of the core aspects of that is protecting our culture and not dealing with other nations, not allowing, not mixing with other nations. And that's biblical. And that's why it's so important to have a strong culture and have those strong rules. Because then we would all be on point with that. We would all be on code with that. And nobody would be able to, regardless, because he's nothing special. He just came in, he had some money, he had some ideas, he executed a little business plan, whatever. He's nothing special. He should not have been able to come into our space and occupy that role. It's that simple. And nobody, whoever's next, should not ever be allowed to feel as comfortable as he was allowed to feel.
All right. Appreciate that, Brooklyn. Thank you. Brother's a member of the ISUPK Israelite. So shout out to you, Brooklyn. Tata, I see you up in the space. Tata, when you get a second, check your DM as well, too. Let me go ahead and get to Aunt Lai. Any other speakers want to come up here? Because like I say, it's Sunday night. We ain't trying to keep y'all all night, trying to keep you guys too long. We just want to hear what you guys got to say about this topic. And we've had some pretty good speakers as well come up here as well, too. So it's going to be interesting to hear what Aunt Lai's got to say as well, too, because I know she's going to talk about the money trail as well. But Aunt Lai, go ahead and unmute your mic.
These black power reparations. First, I want to disagree with DJ. Stop saying black people don't support black people. We in this space literally because Black Twitter got together as a unit to disrespect him for culture vulture. So when you say that, you perpetuate the stereotypes that black people don't support black people, when literally we have whole Black Wall Street. Right now, every time a black person do something and a white person next door to them, if they sneeze, they get mad. They had literally come in to try to destroy us since the beginning of time. It was literally illegal for black people to get together and on a corner and have conversations. They tried to destroy everything that we do, and we still great, and we do support people. So stop saying that, because when you say that, you are perpetuating you're talking for white supremacy. You can play your little raggedy song all you want, but we support each other. That's first of all. Second of all, in regards to Mr. Special Ed, we got to stop saying that we support this people. We are not the only people on this planet. And we know that more of them buy hip-hop and thinking all these wiggers out here, thinking that they one of us, who are listening because they want to be a part of it. They identify with him. And the fact that he doesn't even show his face in his interviews because he don't even want nobody to know who he is. And how he getting the people and he paying the people on his platform. And he got his money because, what's his name, beat him up and sued him. And he used that money. But it's not we support him just because black people are paid to go on their show. And the thing about it is every time black people try to get together, it's destroyed. They try to destroy them so bad that it's ridiculous. They try to destroy everything we do, everything that's great. So stop saying that we don't support each other when we do. We just got to do it in silence and secrecy. But the fact that he is getting...
Uh-oh. You in the Matrix? You in the Matrix?
No, I hear music. You hear that music?
I don't hear no music.
It's DJ putting a spell on you, talking crap about, but I'm going to get you.
I don't hear no music.
Okay, that was me. My bad. My short yellow bus is allergic. But at the end of the day, even the black people come out saying they don't support Black, and they never liked him. It's literally 200,000 tweets. So how can people at the same breath say we're the one to support him? No, we are not giving a voice. He literally was forced upon us. Like a herpes sore on your lip. You didn't ask for that. It just appeared. So when they say we support, all the people on Twitter right now are saying they don't support him, they never mess with him. And at the same time, we can't say, well, we don't want to support him. No, he pays black people because he know that he wants to get. Now, he try to pay some of his raggedy little artists. Let him play Lil Dicky and Bologna Sandwich and all of them. He know he ain't going to get nothing because they know they ain't got nothing. So you want to pay a Bootsy because they know people mess with Bootsy. So then it's assuming that there's a relationship where now he has street cred or he has some validity to him because he has this person on his platform. No, that's a business transaction. We need to start seeing these things for what they are. Don't nobody care about Vlad. You see the way they roasted and toasted him? But stop blaming black culture. That's another thing. When y'all say, oh, black culture ain't got nothing to do with that white man.
So, let me ask you a question. Okay, when we have like Shaka Khan on there, when we have D.L. Hughley, when we have some of the people that come on this show that are black people and black Americans, and you wouldn't say that they're actually helping this platform by coming on there, whether they get paid or not?
I'm going to say that he, in his mind, he thinks that they're helping, but people mad at DL because, I mean, they mad at DL for a lot of things. But black people know who DL is. Once he like, yeah, we got to take this shot and all this other stuff. So people see the forest before the trees. I don't want to disrespect Shaka Khan, but she on that stuff, and y'all know she on that stuff. So, I mean, again, him paying people to go on his show is him paying people. He wants to bring the views. I have never watched a Vlad. I didn't know who he was until my son started beefing with him and about him and the money thing. And I'm like, well, who the heck is this Vlad guy? The Adam 22 dude. I didn't know who he was until his wife got done up good by a brother. I don't know who these people are, not our culture. So it's assuming that it's support. It's like, I know that once you sleep with the enemy, as far as I'm concerned, I see you as the enemy. And I believe most black people understand, like if you go to Twitter and see the people who are talking about how Vlad and how they don't mess with him, Lord Jamar stopped going them. Like, so when you say support, I'm confused because support is an action verb. Me getting paid to do something, you have people that selling their soul. You have people that got bills paid, and the way Hollywood and the media is run, we don't have a platform. Remember, we don't own no TV shows. Back in the day, we had Arsenio Hall. We had BET. It's ways where if you were a black artist or an athlete or an actor, it was ways for you to get that support from black community without having to go through Massa. Massa cut that out. There was a reason why that man bought BET. It's basically blackface. So I don't consider that as support. When you saying he got that 5.8 million subscribers, how many of them are white wanting to be us? How many of them are wiggers?
No, I'm not saying all his subscribers. Nobody's saying that all his subscribers are white. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that the vast majority of the actual talent that comes on his platform are actual black people. Now, like Ray said, there are other black podcasters out there that they could go to, like the Art of Dialogue and other people as well too. You know, nowadays there are thousands of podcasters out there that people can go to, and some people do go to black podcasters and everything else. But it just seems like he's one of the biggest, you know, YouTube channels out there. A lot of our people still flock, and it's people in sports, it's people in movies, it's people in entertainment, it's people in music, R&B, rap, you name it, that go to his platform and, you know, help him get millions of views. So that's what we're saying. We can't sit up here and say, well, you know, black people don't support it. Black people.
I feel like a lot of stuff that black people do, a lot of black people who are entertainers do a lot of stuff out of force.
Nobody's making Shaka Khan or D.L. Hughley or some of these other people, or Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes was a former heavyweight champion. Nobody's making them go on the platform now. They're going on there because they want recognition and they want to be seen.
And that's them being forced because they don't have enough. Give me a prime example.
No, they're not. But they're not being forced, sweetie. They're not being forced.
It's not a fist, not a gun put in their head, but if they don't have nowhere else to go on, if this is bigger than Nino Brown. If you don't have nowhere else to go on, if all white media, of all black media, so none of the black people could go on white media, and then you have a white person saying, well, you could come on my platform, you don't think that that's a force?
But here's the thing. I just said it, and Ray even said it. We have black podcasters that you can go to. There are other black podcasters on YouTube that they could actually go to and actually have a conversation. I've seen all kinds of black celebrities and stars on the Art of Dialogue.
Again, I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that these black people don't have other options. But what I'm saying, like you said, his subscriber base. So if I'm gonna go, you said the Art of Dialogue had 500,000, the lad has 5 million, and I have to promote something. I'm probably gonna do both. But me going on him, knowing I don't really mess with him as a person, some of these people, what I want to say, some of these entertainers do stuff they don't want to do. They sit with these like, oh my God, I don't want to sit with them. And it's a force. They do it because they know they have to. So I'm saying that to me is not support. Even if you look at the football player, what's my homeboy who said, I'm just here so I don't get fined? They was asking him questions. I'm not saying that they can't go to other platforms, but as a person who do podcast interviews, who are trying to get my story out, I contacted all Black media. If you go to my page, you'll see, please, I contacted them to get my story out. And it's like, they don't want to hear it because it ain't popping. It ain't hot. So I get what you're saying, but it also has to be a reciprocal relationship, because I talked to some of the Black whatever, and it was just, I don't know why people don't want to get onto my story. But once my story get out there, because again, I got, a lot going on. So it's not to say that they can't go to other places, because they do go to other places. But this person has a high place. Don't you think that was done on purpose? Don't you think this all was a setup? Once you understand white supremacy, everything else makes sense. If we control all the media, we can put out there what's going on. So then you'll have the illusion that this is hip hop, because they're telling us what our culture is. And luckily, you have people that saying, no, that's not hip hop. We don't mess with Drake. We don't do this. But look at his numbers. And then it's like, oh, well, Black people is buying. No, we ain't buying that. We know that that's not hip hop. But the illusion is them telling us what our culture is. And then you have people like me who understand the culture, who is not speaking from ignorance, who know about Black culture and Black history and understand how white supremacy works. Nah, they did this on purpose. They did the backers in the corner to only give us that platform. Do you understand how hard it is for us to start our own and get it out there? Boosie could get his own channel. But every time Boosie be popping on Insta, how many times they take down his stuff? But they don't take down the white supremacist people about the stuff that they're saying about Black people. Boosie done had to fight with Instagram how many times? Begging to get his platform back, because he can make money off his own stuff. But what do white supremacy keep doing? Shutting them down. But why YouTube not shutting his interviews down? Come on, it's bigger than Nino Brown. It's all a setup. So I'm not dismissing what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this shit is deep. They went out of their way to literally eliminate all Black media. And then the media that they have out here, Essence, they'll tell you that is Black media. And Essence going after another Black woman. Like, that's not Black media, it's blackface. So what I'm saying is they're playing checkers, and now it's Black people saying, well, other Black people, so if you see a Black person going against a Black person, we ain't got no more Ebony, we ain't got no more Jet. Essence is owned by NASA, and they putting on their magazines what they want us to look like. So this whole thing of this Black, we don't have even the griot. We don't really have Black media. We have Black-based media, we have cosplay media, but we don't have anything that's for us by us. So they can't tell me what's hot and what's our culture. And like they do when they say, oh, this is hip hop. That ain't hip hop. Like popping the peas and booty holes, that's not hip, but they want to tell you that's what your music is. They want to tell you that's what your culture is. Because they own it all. They own the radio station. Hot 97 up here got nobody Black on the DJs, but Funk Flex will sell out. So Funk Flex is saying Drake is winning. But that's the radio station. These your mans? So we have to really see who is telling us what's it and what's not, and understand it's bigger than Nino Brown. Can't no white supremacist tell me what's hip hop, or what the culture is. And I'm
gonna come back to you. I'm gonna land you.
I was gonna say you had academics cry and talk about, oh my God, why did he respond so fast? Like, are you dumb? Why did you respond so fast to a district? Like. I'm
gonna come back to you, Aunt Lotto. I got you. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna get to Brooklyn, and I want to get the professor as well too. So, Brooklyn, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Oh, hey, my fault. I got distracted reading the comments about the new shit Drake just dropped. But to the point, Vlad, the situation is not about choosing someone else. It doesn't matter what other options we have out there. We built the platform already. People are going to go
where there's a platform. So we can't blame people for taking an invite, for going and taking an interview. And if most people are going to watch it, they're not thinking that deep. You know, I heard a few comments about somebody, you know, DL took the vaccine, what have. Most people are not thinking that deep. They see an interview with somebody they know, they click on it, they watch it. You got to block people out getting the ability to build these platforms in our community in the first place, no matter who they are, no matter how down they act. If they're not of us, keep them out.
You there, Brook? You done, Brooklyn? Because you was talking to you like.
Yeah, I'm landing that right there.
Oh, okay. Got you. Let me go ahead and get to our professor. Professor, what's up?
Yeah, thank you, Newstoter. By the way, peace, power, and reparation to everybody in the space. Glad to see the family, the usual family up in here. Black majority in the house. Shout out to him. Shout out to my boy DJ. Shout out to Aunt Lai. No taxation. Always glad to see you, sister. My boy Ray down there. Trouble in the house. Good to see the entire family up in here. Well, damn near the entire family. I know we missing some. I was looking. Oh, and I Am Money right there. I see she down there. And Tata. I don't know where Villa is. But let me say this, y'all. Because we've been talking about black media, right? And I have said a few times in some of Newstoter's previous spaces, the one thing that hurt the black family, and you can all mark this because I have said it many times, Bob Johnson sold out BET. He sold it. Nobody forced him to do it. He did that on his own. He sold out. So that was our platform right there. That was our news outlet right there. He sold it out. And we paying the price for it to this very day. And I wish so bad we could get it back. Because it really is a part of us. It belongs to us. But he sold out. So I want everybody to understand that was something that we had right there that we can always cherish. But unfortunately, it's no longer Black American. It was sold out to the small acts. They own it. So I just want everybody to think about that. I'm going to land right there.
All right. Thank you, Professor. Let me go ahead and get to DJ. DJ, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Yeah, so let's get to it, right? Hold on, let me put this right here real quick.
And hold it down 1 second, DJ and Professor, for me.
Go ahead, I got you. Go ahead. All right, y'all. Let me come back over here with y'all real quick. All right, me and you about to do a Brick City style. Let's battle. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we don't play the same game, sister. You know what I mean? I play the game Vlad plays, but I never got supported. So when you just said, this is a contradiction coming from you right now, when you going through what you're going through in your life, you need support. You just said.
Can I just shut me down real quick?
No. You had your opportunity to speak. Take her microphone, but we ain't gonna usher you out right now. You know what I'm saying? You're about to get this work, sister. You know what I mean? The same level of issues you went through dealing with black media, trying to get your story out and what's happening to you and your nephew, Free Najee Davis. Make sure y'all support online. Come click our profile, get our information. You know what I mean? I've been through the same thing in the music business. When I was young, and I'm 44 now, but when I say when I was young, I've been DJing since I was 12 years old. I've been in the Zanzibar, I've been in Sensations, I've been in the Black Box, I've been in every club out here, yo. You know what I mean? This is how I know people. So when I was young, and I've tried to go get a loan to go get better equipment because I was getting booked for parties. It's on now. I'm in my early teens. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say something?
No. You've done turned your life experience already, sister. It's time for y'all to understand something. And it's nothing you can say to me on the back end after I explain this to you. And you know I gotta cook it real quick because otherwise it ain't gonna taste right if I just give you the process. There you go, put your hand up. I'll follow. So when I was young, trying to do this in my early teens and trying to get loans and all this other stuff, trying to get a storefront, trying to find a spot to put my CDs at so I can have a place to also sell other art CDs. No one ever helped. I've told this idea to people all my life, you know what I'm saying? Only person that ever put the battery in my back to actually do it was my great uncle, same name, Al Body. Shout out to him, you know what I mean? So I've never looked back from this. I've been doing this since the tape era system. I'm in a multi-billion-dollar industry. But when I say black folks don't support black folks, you just said it yourself. You done been to all these folks, and they have not even looked at your story. I done been to all these folks, and they have not looked at my story. So I'm degreed, been a graduate of Institute of Audio Research. I had jobs at BB King's to television stations. My first job in this game, I worked for Channel 36, Irvington, New Jersey, doing autoprompter work. I've been here longer than Byron Allen. But why ain't nobody listen to my story? Because my mother didn't suffer from the riots, or did suffer because my family came here before the riots. You know what I'm saying? So we know if your family was here, you suffer. You know what I'm saying? But my mother didn't get an opportunity to go to school, better herself. She lost her life. You know what I'm saying? Another story, another day. So my life has been individualized on my own, even though I got family, father, mother side. My aunt just told me she don't want to support my QR code newsletter because she think the white folks at church ain't going to want to talk about reparations. Talk about a fucking stab system. Excuse my French because I know we're not supposed to cuss. That's effed up. So when I say black people don't support black people, I'm also talking from internal of my own people that surround me. I would never say black people don't support black people because that would be foolish in the sense of an overall aspect. I'm talking about the entertainment industry. You don't got a right to judge me because you don't know what I've been through in this game. Yo. Real talk. And trying to come up, and I don't know I'm talented. I've been told that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even something to sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? But when I was going through school system, you know what the one thing that I realized? How the heck do you make money off of this game, yo? You can teach me how to make beats, engineer, DJ, whatever it is. You never told me how I get money off of this. I can't go to Def Jam like you could go to some job and say, let me get an application for a job.
DJ, you still there? I think we lost DJ. DJ.
Who can I respond?
I guess you can because he gone.
Okay, what I want to say, DJ, I'm going to say it to you when I get back, and I said it to you before. You cannot say just because your family didn't help you, black people don't support black people, or you wouldn't support it. When you say you went to them banks, were they black banks? Was it my bank? So that's like a individual situation. And I get what you're saying. You feel like you wasn't supported personally, and you can't say da-da-da. But words are powerful. You have to be very careful with the words you speak. So when you keep saying it over and over again, it's like, I don't know, it just does something to my spirit. It cringes. Because black people do support black people. And with me getting my story out, you a Newstoter helped me get my story out. Like, what are you talking about? I was interviewed by several people because of your platform. Kyrie Irving donated to my family. So I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I'm not going viral, because I understand with my situation, because of the corruption of the government, I'm going to need the people to back me like they did this sister at Princeton. But I know what God has for me is for me. So whatever is meant to be is meant to be. It's already out in the universe. But you can't, I would never say that black people don't support black people, because I know that we do support each other, and things have been done strategically and systematically to eliminate us from supporting, even up until including the government assassination of our leaders. They see the power in us getting together. So they have gone out of their way above and beyond to do that, to the point where you now have the orange bastard, is bastard a cuss, in trying to sit here and say that the government agencies that he know to be crooked are cooking and ganging up on the quote unquote, he ain't rich, but a white man. Now the government is cooked the courts and all of this, and he know how I feel to be black because he got a court case. So what I'm saying is, just words are powerful. So, and when we say that over and over again, it seeps in. Black people do. It was a young lady in either DC or New York who was walking outside and saw a homeless man and raised $400,000 on GoFundMe to help that man. And GoFundMe said, you can't get your money. Like, what kind of we do help each other. She don't even know that man. That man was a stranger. She went out of her way to help him. And white supremacy telling her that they can't raise the money because he got a record, but that was never in none of their policy. They change the rules in the middle of the game like they always do. But all I'm saying is, we just have to be more intentional with our words. Because at the end of the day, words are powerful. And there's power of life and death in the tongue. So, black people do support black people. That's all we do.
I'm back. I'm just letting y'all know I'm back now.
I think Deacon died, though. Not died, but I think his phone, he in the Matrix. So I was responding to him, but I don't know if he heard.
Oh, he's in the Matrix?
Yeah, you might have to drop him down, man, because I think that profile is stuck up here, but he ain't seeing nothing.
Oh, okay.
See how my God worked? My God said he was giving it to the system. God was like, nope, not today, Satan.
Okay, I get because I had I stepped off for a second, so I checked he was okay because he said okay, so I wasn't exactly sure, but we ain't gonna keep the space going too much longer. Anybody that wants to speak, go ahead and get it in. I see we got Secret Sister up here. Secret Sister, I'm sorry about the other night with the space going over that what we anticipated that it was gonna go over. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. It's fine. I was going back and forth. I was in that space last night that it's just music room turned, and it was a different kind of music room. We had a lot of topics we went over, and Auntie Lynn, this is one of them. From the beginning, I have been trying to tell people not to trust DJ Vlad. He's one of them, and once again, Newstoter, when I come to bring news to my people, I'm called all kind of things, but I tell everybody this because working with these people and speak the sat beside the door, this is my job, to bring information to my family so that they don't get caught up. But I noticed that if you notice, why don't Vlad interview any white people? He don't. Where's the white rappers? Where's Eminem? Where's all these people? No, he interviews these people. He get them to admit on tape their fallacies.
Hey, my bad. Hold on, sister. I got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out the room. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just go ahead and land. Yeah. At the end of the day, get in the Jumbotron, get in the chat, support this body of work I've been doing. Newstoter, the reparations perspective, JM Luxury Travel, Black State of America, online. You can just get in here and start supporting this stuff. Because if y'all don't engage it, then it's gone for nothing. Go ahead. I see I got cut off, but go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree with DJ. We're not supporting each other enough. And personally, I think we ought to, we should have been left this whole platform. And we should be over there with our brother, Black Majority. This should not even be anymore. And I only come over here.
Watch the language.
What language?
No, the cussing. We try not to cuss because we're streaming on YouTube now.
Did I cuss?
Yeah, nah, because they flag you. But go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know I cussed.
I don't think she cursed, but go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that we should be over there with our brother Black Majority, where we can come together and we can, get our schematic together without any interruption. And over there is where we need to be. We need to put money in his pocket as well as our own. He has even found a way for us to open up our own rooms and we make our own money. And I think that's where we should be at. And I'm sorry, that's where and the only reason why I come over here is because I want to enforce, let's leave this white man's platform alone. I also even am putting hashtag Project Blackout. Every 4th of the month, it would be really nice if everyone put down, and I'm talking about all my Black American family, leave social media and go and be with family, friends, and if you met your family on here, go meet them. Take a car ride. Go meet them. Take a plane ride. I am JM Luxury Travel. Call me. I don't have a problem. But go and meet your people because we are spirited energy people. And us, we don't get a rise out of talking to circles. We get more of a rise and we get more energy by being around each other. Our energy seems to be in great masses. That's what they don't want. And because our brother Black Majority has made an outlet for us to have presence on social media, that's where we should be. Let's not disrespect each other by not getting together and in one space. And I think that we should be there. And I have said that since he started it. I have been saying it. And I am now at the point, I'm just going to not be here and I'm just going to be over there. And it's no more that I can say because it seems like no one is hearing me. Leave this white man's, just leave it. 3 things that's not for us. The white man, law, and police. Okay, they don't like us. So stop trying to fit into a place that don't want you. So let's go over here with Black Majority where we are loved. And it is ours. Okay? On that, I'm going to land right there. I love you all.
All right. Thank you, Secret Sister. Have a good night. We're not going to keep this thing going too long. Let me give a shout out to my girl, Aunt Lai. Aunt Lai, thank you for your contribution on Cash App. We get the no taxation, and then we're going to go ahead and close it out for the night, guys. It is a Sunday night. No taxation. You got it.
I hope everybody heard what Aunt Lai said. I'm going to give it to you in a nutshell. If you're in the entertainment industry and you're trying to keep your budget down, and you need a place to get some light, get some shine, get people looking at you, she's absolutely correct. You're going to go, if you do good business, if you understand business, you're going to go where your money is going to stretch to the maximum, where your time and money, even more valuable, is going to stretch to the maximum. How many people can you reach? See? And that is the root of the problem with Vlad. And I'll be here to tell you, all of it ain't just Black folks. Vlad appeals to everybody. Why? Because he is a culture vulture that trades our culture for influence. He lives off the backs of Black folks. That's what he does. And Black American culture is actually American culture. Nobody in no other country is putting on no sari and a red dot in between their eyebrows and trying to be like them. You don't see that. Nobody is out there trying to have spiked hair and get the 90210 plastic surgeon people to slant your eyes. Everybody is trying to copy us around the world. And Vlad has influence around the world. Why? Because he is a small hat. I learned Newstoter. I know you're proud of me for doing it. And that's what that is. Understand that he's where the money resides. See? And so what we have to do as the black grassroots is continue the fight and shun him. I would be willing to bet money that right now you all have stopped whatever he was thinking about with this woman, this professor at Princeton. Y'all stopped that tonight. You did it. I promise you, I guarantee you that woman is going to stay on her job. And if she does not stay on her job, you all will be the ones to fight that. Because that's what you all do. Because y'all do black politics first. That's the only reason why I'm here. And that is a political situation with Vlad. Why? Because he's a small hat. And it is racism and white supremacy that he's involved in. Just like the rest of the music producers and the people that's riding on the backs of us. And our job is to say, look, if you go over there, we're not going to have nothing to do with you. See, it's less Vlad and more us. And Aunt Lai was absolutely correct. I didn't know nothing about him until Jamar went over there and started doing them interviews. And he was doing them back to back to back to back to back. Okay? And he popped him off in my eyes because I never heard of Vlad before Jamar went over there and talked to him. I really haven't. And so now here we are. And here he is thinking he has the power to run a black woman off her job. And she's a professor, meaning she paid her dues educationally. And so what we're not going to do is that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to have that. We got to make sure that this Vlad guy understands that we know that he's a part of racism and white supremacy, and that if he makes a move, we're going to ask Johnny Blaze to put the receipts out, see, and put the nail in his coffin. Y'all heard what Ray said. And if you didn't, go back and listen to what he said, because that's information I didn't even know. Everybody's book is being read in 2024. And that's just it in a nutshell. Vlad's book is getting read. That's just what this is. And we got to read it to the very end, close the book, and throw it out of the library because it's no longer relevant to us. And that's how we have to start moving and keep moving until we're free. I don't know if it's going to be the day tomorrow or the next day, but we got to continue the fight, and I'm going to leave it there.
All right. Thank you, No Taxation. I'm going to let Professor and DJ go ahead and get a final word, and then we're going to go ahead and close this thing out. Professor, DJ, one of you guys, or DJ, I know you got your hand up. You want to say something real quick?
Let Professor go 2 seconds real quick.
Well, family, all I'm going to say is we know who DJ Ladd is. We know that we need to stop giving him any noise, stop giving him any credence to anything related to us. Of course, I never liked the guy anyway, but he is Ukrainian Jew. Ukrainian small hat. So he's not there to help us. He's not there to benefit us. He's not somebody we should be giving any attention to. But we are going to fight for our sister, the professor, that stood up to him because she told him exactly what he needed to know, and that is stay out of Black American affairs. And that's what he needs to do. Stay out of our affairs. He's been riding off our coattails for a long time now. And she told him exactly what he needed to know. And that sister should not get fired for what she said because she told him the truth. 100 all day, every day. I'm going to land right there.
All right, DJ, you got it.
Yeah, I ain't really got much to say. I know I got cut off before, but like, yeah, when I say black folks don't support black folks, I'm specifically talking about the industry that I'm in. And the reason why I say that again too is because remember the era of the super labels. You know what I'm saying? Where you had Def Jam or Universal or Warner, they would give Bad Boy a contract and you would be able to do whatever you had to do. Then Bad Boy have another one under that. You had Def Jam, which had Rockefeller, Rough Riders. You don't see stuff like that. Those same labels turned out other smaller labels. Nobody putting nobody on no more because we're too busy assuming the white ice is colder. But yeah, I got the other space popping. Let's go.
All right. DJ's got a late night space going tonight on Sunday night, guys. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and tune in. Once you leave this space, go to his space over there and get it going, get it cracking over there as well, too. So shout out to you guys for joining us. We don't normally do Sunday night spaces. It's been a while. We used to do it somewhat regularly here and there, but it's been a while. So we just wanted to go ahead and get it in tonight. Glad that you guys stopped by to check us out. Be back Tuesday night, guys. Tuesday night, no space tomorrow, but Tuesday night we'll be back. So peace. Everybody enjoy yourself. Check out DJ Space. Be safe, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.
Hey, we having a space tomorrow?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, go ahead. Peace. Come over to the other space, y'all.
Peace.